Does the fine-tuning of the universe point to God? Albert Einstein, physicist. The scientist is possessed by the sense of universal causation. His religious feeling takes the form of a rapturous amazement at the harmony of natural law, which reveals an intelligence of such superiority that, compared with it, all the systematic thinking and acting of human beings is an utterly insignificant reflection. Atheist physicist Stephen Hawking. The laws of science contain many fundamental numbers, like the size of the electric charge of the electron and the ratio of the masses of the proton and the electron. The remarkable fact is that the values of these numbers seem to have been very finely adjusted to make possible the development of life. Atheist astrophysicist Fred Hoyle. A common-sense interpretation of the facts suggests that a superintellect has monkeyed with physics, as well as with chemistry and biology, and that there are no blind forces worth speaking about in nature. The numbers one calculates seem to me so overwhelming as to put this conclusion almost beyond question. Summary. Extensive scientific evidence indicate that the laws and physical constants of the universe are very carefully fine-tuned to enable intelligent life to exist. This fine-tuning points to an intelligent designer who created and fine-tuned the universe for complex life to exist. The Christian God is such an intelligent designer. Evidence. 1. Considering thermodynamics and entropy, Roger Penrose, world-leading mathematician, calculated the odds of our observed universe occurring by random chance to be less than 1 part in 10 to the power of 30. The odds of this happening by random chance are basically zero. 2. The explosive force of the Big Bang had to be fine-tuned to match the strength of gravity to 1 part in 10 to the power of 60. The number 10 to the power of 60 equals 1 followed by 60 zeros. So, 1 part in 10 to the power of 60 is basically 0. 3. In the Big Bang, the density of matter in the universe after Planck time, a fraction of a second after the Big Bang, had to be matched to the critical density to better than 1 part in 10 to the power of 50, which is 1 followed by 50 zeros. So, the odds are basically 0. 4. In the inflationary Big Bang, the cosmological constant and a particular force need to be fine-tuned to 1 part in 10 to the power of 81, for galaxies and planets to form. 5. In the inflationary Big Bang, bare lambda and quantum lambda, 2 components of the cosmological constant, had to be fine-tuned to cancel each other to better than 1 part in 10 to the power of 50, for galaxies and planets to form. 6. The strong force, which binds particles and atomic nuclei, had to be balanced with the weak nuclear force to about 1 part in 10 to the power of 60, which is 1 followed by 60 zeros. 7. The force of gravity had to be tuned to 1 part in 10 to the power of 40, for stars capable of supporting life to exist, based on balancing electromagnetic forces with gravitational forces. 8. The number of electrons had to be matched to the number of protons to 1 part in 10 to the power of 37, for formation of stars and planets. 9. A nuclear resonance had to be created for formation of carbon, via alpha particle collision with beryllium-8, and then tuned to a specific energy, to enable formation of carbon, without which there would be no life. 10. A nuclear resonance for formation of oxygen had to be tuned to prevent complete cannibalization of carbon, via alpha particle collision with carbon, resulting in oxygen. If the oxygen resonance were 0.5% higher, there would be negligible carbon in the universe and on Earth, and so no life. 11. Proton, neutron and electron masses had to be fine-tuned to enable life. If the proton mass were slightly higher, protons would decay into neutrons and there would be no life. 12. The weak nuclear force had to be fine-tuned to enable life. Slightly stronger, and no helium or heavier elements would form. Slightly weaker, and no hydrogen would remain. Either alternative would mean no life. 13. The number of extended dimensions in our universe had to be selected to enable life. The topological and physical laws of the universe need more than 2 spatial dimensions, and less than 5 extended dimensions for stability and the complexity required for life. 14. Lee Smolin, world-leading physicist, estimates that if the physical constants of the universe were chosen randomly, the epistemic probability of ending up with a world with carbon chemistry is less than 1 part in 10 to the power of 220. 15. Dr. Roger Penrose, world-class mathematician, calculated the precision required to create our universe with the necessary thermodynamic order and to send it on its way, to develop in a manner compatible with life, as 1 part in 10 to the power of 123. 16. There are many more examples of such fine-tuning. Conclusion. These probabilities are all basically zero, far too low for the universe to have arisen by random chance, or natural law. So, extensive scientific evidence indicate that the laws and physical constants of the universe are very carefully fine-tuned to enable intelligent life to exist. This fine-tuning points to an intelligent designer who created and fine-tuned the universe for complex life to exist. The Christian God is such an intelligent designer. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.